This is Kim Taylor.
Hi, this is Lisa Taylor, Kayla's mother.
And we're going to share with you the story about how we met back in 1990, about 27 years ago. I was in the Navy and I was stationed at Moffett Field. I first came up to the Bay Area back in 1989, November, right after the big earthquake. And I was staying in the barracks at Moffett Field, and I learned of a church through some of my co-workers named New Sweet Home Church of God in Christ. I went and visited that church and eventually became a member, and I joined the church choir, the mass choir, with the young folks. And we would have practice during the week, and actually Lisa and I end up being in the choir together at the same time.
Yes, the rehearsals ended up kind of being around the same time, and you were eyeing me, and
so yeah, I was fond of her at the time, and I was friends with the organist, and the organist was close friends with Lisa, so he tried to play matchmaker with us, and we went on a trio date with him. We all went to Denny's in Fremont on Maury Boulevard, and we had dinner together and we talked and hung out. That was pretty much kind of the end of that little date, because wasn't that much of a connection, I think, for Miss Lisa here.
Not yet. It took, I would say, about 3 years later. So when I first moved out on my own in Sunnyvale, Kim had my phone number, and he would call, and I could never find out how he always had my numbers. I think I lived in San Jose, I lived in Sunnyvale, and I lived somewhere else, and each time I moved, he has always had my phone number, and he would call and talk and want to go out, and I was like, oh my gosh, where is this guy getting my number from? And not knowing, all this time, I think he got my number from my parents and my sister, because they simply adored him. My sister used to call him brother-in-law for years, and I believe you said that kind of kept you going.
Motivating factor.
It kept him pursuing me and intrigued and interested. And in 1992, you had just got back from
in the Persian Gulf.
He came to visit me, and he had been working out and everything, and he was looking all muscular.
Actually, I called you.
Oh.
I called you the first day I got back from deployment, and we just started trying to court at that time.
Yeah.
She was a little more interested then.
Because he was looking old.
I think it was all the weightlifting, being on the island for 6 months.
Yeah. He was looking very muscular, very strong. He looked pretty hot. So I think thereafter we connected and started dating, and that was June of 1992.
Yeah.
And I think you wanted to get married like immediately.
Yeah.
And I
was on the island for 6 months straight. Yeah, I was ready to get married pretty soon. So we did manage to get everything together from June to December. We planned our wedding.
Yeah, December 5th.
And we got married December 5th of 1992.
It's been pretty awesome.
Yep, she's my buddy. Yep, married for life.
For life.
That's our story.